we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the sight of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Now this will make it into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Matt Breida. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Well, this is caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's good.
A Miami 1st down and a 14-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Colin Johnson there, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Burrow from his own end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Cincinnati. 52 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And a Bengal.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Mixon on the carry.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And it's third down.
The gun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
By the Bengals. They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news. So what's
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Burrow looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson. It's complete to Graham. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
6-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0. But the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Second and 12. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders. And
a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Jackson's pass intercepted by the Bengals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
33-yard line.
So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Bengals 13, Dolphins nothing. Boston
following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
And 11.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A Fort Lauderdale native back near home, Giovanni Bernard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And a Bengal first down.
Now Joe Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete to Travion Williams. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's...
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now, Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And that is is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The 38-yard line.
Mike, check, 59. Rip right. 59 is Mike, check, 59. 6 man.
To throw again is Jackson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fight.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Mixon. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. This is Breida. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and goal.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
2-yard line.
They run again with Breida. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins can take the lead with the extra point. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that is going to put them up by 1, and it sets us up for quite a finish here.
Dolphins 14, Bengals 13. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here we go with Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep down. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That was a masterful drive just to get down to this spot. You put your kicker in a place where you think, okay, he's going to win the game for us. Not meant to be.
And it was a masterful drive. They did exactly what they were supposed to do and got their kicker set up at a distance. Frankly, they expect him to be able to make that kick in today's NFL. He didn't deliver. That's a tough pill for them to swallow.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line. Today's final score.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Miami, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.